Well, hello. My first live stream in a long time. Hello, everyone who's watching. There's a few people watching now. That's good. Anyway, this is Mars now, live through my telescope. And I'm now realizing my microphone might be a little bit loud, so I'm gonna turn that down a bit and let me know how things look, how things sound, and I'll do my best to make it nice and all of that. As usual, I will be answering all the questions that you need, that you have. Just put them in the comments and I will answer them as I can. I'm going to be actually doing live imaging here, so I am going to be quite busy during this whole thing, but go ahead and throw in all the questions and stuff in the comments that that you've got about anything, about equipment, about what we're seeing, about anything you see on the screen, and I can help you out with that. I'll also have a few different views throughout the evening. I've got an all-sky camera there in the lower right corner, the telescope view outside, the red there, and then obviously me and the observatory time, the local time there, SAST, South African Standard Time, and then UTC time. So I actually have a pretty decent view of Mars right now. I should probably be shooting it, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will kind of discuss how I do things and how it all works and all of that. So I'm going to keep it at 90 seconds, and I'm just going to do a whole bunch and see kind of how it goes. So yeah, this is Mars. Mars looks pretty good. Mars looks a lot better than Jupiter did earlier. Before the live stream, I was actually imaging Jupiter, and it was starting to get kind of bad. So this is looking really good. We can see down here, and this is the southern pole of Mars here, and then the north is up here, and that you can slightly see that polar ice cap now. And this is in infrared, so this is near infrared. This is 742 nanometers and longer that we're looking at right now. And we'll move to shooting red, green, and blue to make color, to make some color images. We'll do that later, but for now we're gonna stick with infrared because it's pretty good. I always like to shoot infrared on pretty much everything that I do. So again, if you have any questions, throw them into the comments. And I see some old people that used to watch the live streams quite a bit. We've got hi Wayne, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for letting me know the sound is good. Artsmitica. Marlon from Mexico, how you doing, Marlon? I saw you've been shooting, you've been throwing some stuff out there on Twitter, and that's really cool. Thanks for sharing that with me. I like to see what you've been doing and keeping up with and everything. So that's really cool to see. And yeah. This is pretty good. This is what I would consider pretty decent scene conditions. That's cool, Wayne. Wayne, you're imaging as well now. That's great. I think a lot of people are imaging right now in the whole area here, where it's dark, where we can see Mars. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way that it's looking on screen right now. So it's good. I suppose I could make it a little bit bigger, but then it's just going to be like a bigger, like to be all that much better looking. But you can see down there, I love the fact that we can see that polar ice cap. But you can see quite a bit of surface features, you know, different brightnesses in infrared. Up here, if you look really closely, I don't know if you can tell, you can see some slightly lighter and darker patches, and you know, obviously this dark line down the middle. I mean, I don't know anything about Mars, honestly. I don't know any of the features. I don't know what I'm looking at, other than I know that southern pole, that frozen area there. But the rest of it's just, you know, surface features, and then sometimes I know in blue. Mosquito, nice. Sometimes in blue we can see cloud. We can actually see the clouds on Mars, which is awesome to be able to see, you know, surface features and cloud at the same time, you know, on another planet from our spinning planet. I just think it's awesome. So that's pretty cool stuff as well. James, nice to see you again. Thanks for joining. And I know we've got kind of people coming in and out all the time, but please, if you have questions, throw them in the comments. I will do my best to answer them. If there's any issues, let me know. Anything about what you're seeing on the screen. Like I said, that lower right corner, that's my all sky camera, so we can see clouds come in real time. I've tweeted out links to that a few times in the past couple days, but not a big deal. That's just kind of the sky monitor type of thing. Then in the middle there, the middle right, that's actually the telescope. That's my view of the telescope outside. And then, you know, obviously it's me up in the upper right corner. This is observatory time, local time, and universal time there up in the corner. And then there's Mars. So right now I'm just shooting near infrared on Mars, and then we will be moving to RGB color. It'll still be black and white on the screen. It's always going to be monochrome. I shoot with a monochrome camera, and I just throw different color filters through the whole mix, and you'll see how that works after we shoot a whole bunch of infrared. But I'll be adjusting focus throughout the night, like what I really want to do now, but I'm gonna try and not do it because I think we're just kind of going in and out of some seeing area, some clouds. I noticed some haze. If you can kind of see it if you watch that all sky camera. This is one of the reasons I really like having the all sky camera. If you look down in the lower right corner in that all sky camera and watch when it shifts, because about every 10 seconds, 9 seconds or so, it'll switch to the next image. It takes a 9-second exposure and then swaps. And you can actually see some light haze, there's a little bit of cloud going through. It's more obvious on the edges, near the edges, but you can really see where that gradient, you know, that sky gradient changes in between images every 9 seconds or so. And that's telling me that there's definitely some haze in the sky that I have to deal with. Sucks a little, but it's not the end of the world. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep on doing this. I'm actually gonna go over to Twitter and let Twitter know that I'm live. Social media is Fun Mars on the screen. Okay, cool. I had fun making that graphic. That was cool. I used that Mars that I put up on the screen, or sorry, on the website for download. I used that image to make that image data to make that, and I used that to make the title image, so that was kind of fun. Yeah, how's everybody doing? we've been, I've been kind of busy. I've been shooting like mad. Life's been very, very busy and very crazy. So my apologies for not live streaming in a long time. I actually kind of forgot how to do this. I had to reset up a lot of the software and um, kind of get it going again and figure out, okay, how did I have this set up? But yeah, it worked out just fine, actually. And I'm glad Mars is looking as cool as it is right now. I wasn't even planning to shoot Mars this year at all, which is maybe bad of me, but the thing is, I've been so busy with Jupiter, and I've actually been trying to do some good with Jupiter, and that's been taking up all my time. Actually, it's too much time, and that's why I started to throw out the data. I still have to put out last night's data on the website, but I've been putting the nightly imaging data out. Starting to do that a little bit because I just don't have time. I don't have time to process it during the day. I can shoot at night like this, but you know, morning comes, work, life, all of that, and just don't have time. But I figure if I put it out there for everybody to see, at least the data's there and it's not wasted. So that we have that. And plus, if you think about it, you know, I've invested a lot of time and money into this equipment, and not everybody's able to do that. It's a lot of, you have to be lucky, you know, to be able to do that. It's not like everybody has the means. So I wanted to put that data out there too, just so people can see what it's like when you're able to collect data from, you know, your backyard with a modest telescope and kind of learn how to shoot and, you know, learn how to at least process, so that when you get to that point, there's a little less of a learning curve. And plus, it's just cool. It's cool to see this stuff, you know, from somebody else's data and compare it against, say, your own, or just compare it against, like, it's interesting because processing terrestrial planetary data is so different than processing, you know, the space probe planetary data like Juno and the other stuff you can get, and it's just so much different. I think it's harder, to be honest. I haven't done much with the Juno stuff. I've seen kind of what it looks like when it's raw, but I feel like we have a lot more to deal with when we're on Earth, especially with the atmosphere. You know, if we were actually in space, it'd be a lot easier. Hey, Renee, nice to see you. Thanks for joining in. Renee watched so many of my live streams before when I was doing it more regularly. I hope to start doing this again. It's just one of those things I had to get over some hurdles and you know, just try and get this going again. So I'm glad that people are watching, and it's worthwhile. So I'm, like I said many times, I'm happy to answer any questions about any of the imaging stuff and what we're seeing. What can I do? I was going to let's see. Yeah, I'll keep the comments on. Sorry, I'm like my own production here at the same time as everything. Let's see. How's this working? There we go. Yeah, life definitely gets in the way. But it's fine. I'm enjoying it. Life is good right now. it's okay. I mean, it's like not much has changed for me as far as like the pandemic stuff, and luckily I'm super lucky and I still have work and everything. So there's that, I guess. I'm grateful for that. But yeah, I need to get out here and share this stuff more. But yeah, thanks, Renee. I'm glad you appreciate the sharing. That's good. Hey Jeff, nice to see you. Thank you for tuning in. See, what else was I was gonna actually show something here. Oh yeah, so this is just Mars. This is just the Mars view. It's actually a small piece of my screen. What I see this. This is what I'm looking at, or pretty close to it. This is most of my screen. It's cropped a little, but that's fine. Yeah, so this is the whole like control center area. I mean, down here is my telescope control, where I actually move the telescope around and do my best to help keep Mars centered. This is a lot of these windows. This window here and this window here is the actual acquisition, camera acquisition software window. This is the histogram. It's at about, I like to keep it around 80% maximum, a little over 80%, just in case I get little spikes. I don't want to overexpose anything. This is my control that basically shows me how many I've shot, how many I have left. I've told the software to shoot 15 90-second acquisitions, and then I'll pick the good ones and derotate them, turn them into one image. Down here, this is just good old PhD with my guide camera. This is what I use for my targeting camera. So that's all I really use for this, is 3 pieces of software. One called Fire Capture. That's what this is. I don't know why it's cropped up at the top. That's a bit annoying. Oh, there. I can pull it down a little bit. I'll do that. So that's Fire Capture. I'm actually running a beta version of Fire Capture because it works really, really good. I actually like the beta version. Very, very nice. And then, yeah, so there's that. And then also, so I can go back to default view. And what happened to my telescope? I don't know. I wonder. These things. Okay. Sorry about that. Had a little software crash. Yeah. Funny thing is, I've been using this this Streamlabs version of OBS, and it's actually caused me some issues today. That's not cool. I don't like that. And now I don't even get my telescope anymore. Oh man, where'd that go? Yeah, story of my life. Things aren't working right. Let's look here. What's that look like? It should be right. It should be right. Okay. Gotta get my telescope view back up. Uh-oh. Telescope view is not working now. That would do it. That's okay. Okay, so I lost that one. That's fine. That's a bummer, because that's a cool looking one, but that's okay. All right, so yeah, there's more still. We've got on number 12, of 15 right now that I'm capturing. So we're on 12 of the 15 that I was going to get. I just like to go, I used to go 10. I started with 8. Then I moved to 10, and then I do 15 now because 8 just was never enough. And 10 was okay, but I always just wanted a little more. 15 was nice because with 15 you can make a decent animation. That's actually pretty cool if you want to. And then yeah, like a lot of the pro imagers, if you want to call them that. I don't know if many of them get paid, but they like to go about 8. But the thing is, I don't know, like that never seemed to be enough for me. So I just kind of bumped it up. I can shoot more and get lucky, you know, if there's enough decent stuff. So yeah, I see I've got some questions. Okay, cool. I will answer those now. Julian. Hey, Julian. Yes, definitely some planetary action. Exactly. Yeah, Renee, that is very stable. Is there be any data in methane with Mars? You know, I don't know. I'm sure there is. I've never looked at it. It's probably really, really bright because there's not a lot of cloud cover. So I would guess it's just going to be super bright in methane. Kind of like looking at one of the moons of Jupiter. But you know what? We can actually flip the filters over and look at methane just for fun later. I don't have a problem with that. And cool, yeah, let's give it a try. Alex, you hope you're not too late. Alex, you're always too late, but you know what? I'm not going to hold it against you. I'm just glad you showed up. It's good. Let's see how long you stay. I want you to send a ping message every once in a while. Yeah, the atmosphere is pretty good. It's not too bad. I would kind of rank this at like maybe a 6 out of 10. The best I've ever seen, I would rank at like a 7 out of 10. And this is just under that. But listen, I've seen some incredibly stable atmospheres that look like an image. Not through my telescope, but just, you know, examples of such things. And I don't know if they'll ever exist for me, but I'll give it a try. Right on, Alex. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for that. So I guess here's your disclaimer. Do not update to the latest Streamlabs because it crashed on me twice tonight. Once outside of the stream and once in it, which just happened. So I made night coffee. I was getting tired. I've been imaging so much and doing everything, but I haven't been staying up super late because Jupiter is you know, it's far past the opposition, so it actually sets pretty early now. And so it's been nice, you know, I can image as soon as it gets dark and then image for a few hours and then be in bed by midnight or whatever. But yeah, not so much. Yeah. Oh, Alex. So Alex over there in the comments that he is he's heckling. Yeah, I gotta getting into storm season. Better get as much data as I can now. Oh, I have been. There's a lot of data. I'm really far behind on processing. It's embarrassing. But yeah, the storm season here in Josie isn't as bad as it is for you in Cape Town. So you know we'll get rain, but I'll still be able to shoot. Yeah, James. I think I will get some decent detail, which means you will get some decent detail because I'm going to post all the pre-processed raw stacks. So I'm just going to do the stacking for you because otherwise I'm going to have to transfer like 100 gigs of data up to the web and make that available for download, which I just don't have the space for, and I don't have the time to upload 100 gigs of stuff. But I'll do the first simple step of stacking it for you, which is that's just all kind of automatic. You just click a few click a few things and the software analyzes all the video and throws out these raw TIFF image stacks, which I'm gonna put that out there. Which if you go, I bet I can post a link. I know I can actually, because I'm the boss of this stream. I'll put that in there now. This is where, if you go to that link that I just posted, there's some image data that's recent of Jupiter and Mars. It'll be in the same format as that when I post from this. So yeah, Alex, it is very illegal. 100 gigabytes uploaded to the web for you to have to download is, I don't know if that's legal or not. And I'm afraid of losing my internet privileges. Oh, and it finished, and nobody told me. Nobody told me that it was done. And yeah, Mars is damn bright tonight. So I suppose things are looking good. Let's switch over to RGB. Definitely gonna have to do that now. Let's see if I can crash the software. If it crashes, I'll just start it up again. So don't worry about that. I'm gonna switch it over here so you guys can see the full screen. That's not it. Maybe if I just do that. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. Let's see. What do you need to see? You don't need to see that much. I'll do there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, so over here I've got my filters. There's a few different ways to change the filter. So you can click that, or you can click this and then select filters. I'm going to actually go to red. Let's see, can I do that now? Yeah. I'm going to switch it over to red, and it's going to look like it locks up, but it actually doesn't. It's just switching filters, and then it's going to come back on just like that. Oh, wow. Oh, that looks nice. Okay, sorry, I just freaked out a little bit because that, geez, that does look good. Okay, excuse me for being a little excited because that just kind of snapped in pretty damn nice. Wow. That's pretty good. Oh, wow. It looked better right when it came in, but I'll take it. I mean, geez. From what I'm used to, this is fabulous. I don't know, let's try and, so basically I'm over here, what I'm clicking, this is my robotic focuser. So there's a little motor that's moving the focuser for me, and I can move it in or out depending on what I think. So yeah, I'm sitting here in the comfort of my office while the telescope is outside, and I can drink coffee and talk to you and control the whole damn thing while I do this. Okay, I think, yeah, we seem to be like kind of bumping in and out. So this will be red. Now I'm going to save. So there's that. I'm not just going to shoot red though. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the histogram here. And let's see, do I have any questions? Give us red. Should look nice. You're right. Yeah, you got red, but you're going to go red, and then we're going to do green, and then we're going to do blue, and yeah, we're just going to like flip, okay, through them all, and we're going to actually do some shooting because that's, you know, the imaging way. So I'm going to set the histogram to below 90% for red, definitely. So what I'm going to do for that is I'm actually going to turn the gain down up here. This is the gain for the camera. I'm shooting at 8 millisecond exposures. I'm gonna put it just below 90%. And then I'm gonna switch to green next. Let's see, first I wanna save this to the filter. And then I wanna look at the settings for the filters and see, like, okay, they're pretty close. Okay, so green and blue should be pretty close. And I'm going to switch over to green and take a look. after I recenter this. Yeah, did I lose this? Is this gonna go away? I bet it is. Yeah, it is. I gotta fix this. Hang on. No, I'm not gonna activate Windows. This is like a super old version of Windows, Windows 7. Yeah. Okay, so it's centered still now. I'm gonna pop it over to green. Look at green, make sure green's in good. Thank you, Alex, for explaining that for everyone. Yes, gain, aka ISO. Yes, gain and ISO are the same thing. Look at that in green. So this is green. Check that pole. Check that polar ice cap. That thing pops. It'll look really cool when we switch to the bigger view. So now I'm actually gonna, it's much brighter. I'm going to also turn green down, the gain on green down just below 90%. Yeah, that'll be good, about 85, something like that. Okay, cool, I wanna be safe with that because that ice cap is bright. And then FPS is fine, man. I've got 128. Yeah, ease up. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm gonna switch over to blue. Green looks satisfactory. I am gonna reach through YouTube and I'm gonna slap you, Alex. Wow, that looks like garbage though. I need to change the focus on blue a little bit to try and stabilize this thing. If I can. I don't know if I can. Look at, we're getting like double images. Yeah, we're definitely out of focus there. Come on. Come on. Let's see if we can find something decent. I don't want this vibrating crap. And that's the issue with blue. Blue is always one of the hardest to get into good focus. You need really stable atmosphere to have blue be good. You can see some like cloud over here, interesting stuff on that side. This looks like about as good as we're going to do for blue, so that's fine. Blues, actually, I'm going to turn blue down a little bit. I'm going to have blue be actually below, in between 70 and 80% on the histogram. Blue is always misbehaving. That's just like blue's job. It's annoying. That's one thing that you kind of learn about this planetary stuff is blue is a beast. When things are good, blue is wonderful, but when it's not, yeah, it's just ugly. Okay, cool. So I'm going to move back to red, and I'm going to get rid of this view. Okay, so this is going to snap back in, and it's going to be red. And then we are going to do that. Okay. There is a misconception that FPS is everything. FPS is not everything. A proper exposure time is important. And yeah, red is not wanting to behave all that nicely. That's just kind of, things change, you know, the atmosphere changes. Or maybe I needed to refocus a little bit. So we're just going to do this because there's not much I can do about the atmosphere, and I thought I had focus kind of going. So we're good. We're just going to start shooting because that's what we're going to do. So in order to do that, I will actually jump in with this conversation maybe if I feel like it. Just now, we're gonna do a whole bunch of RGBs because Mars just looks damn cool in color. So we're gonna do that. So we're gonna do 10 red, green, and blue. This is a cool feature of this. I'm going to do 90 seconds with a 9-second gap in between, because I need about 9 seconds for my filter wheel to turn. Yes, but more noise. Ooh, man, the great debate. You two go at it, okay? Okay, so this is good. This is it. I'm ready. I'm ready to start shooting now. So now we're just gonna watch and maybe adjust focus here and there as things go. But yes, you'd be surprised with high gain on some of these cameras. Looks horrible. There's way too many artifacts on a lot of this stuff. So yeah, lower gain also means, you know, less noise. So you got to be careful with the gain. If I pump the gain on this ASI 290, is actually there's an issue when you get up too high with the gain, and I've noticed it on my infrared. I got to be real careful. I can't pump the gain up too high, otherwise I get some weird artifacts, and it's not very nice. Okay, what did I miss? What are you guys talking about in the comments here while this thing is shooting RGB? So you see now we're at 65 seconds. We're going to do 90 seconds of each color. And it's just going to flip through red, green, blue, and do 90 seconds of each color for 10. I think I've got it. Yeah, I've got a 10. And then maybe we'll do more. We'll see. I like you. Look at you guys. Okay, cool. James, you are saying, okay, thanks. Yeah, for the data. Yeah, enjoy, have fun. Use the data to learn. Use the data to do whatever. It's cool. Just, you know, let me know when you use it, because I want to see how it goes for you. So now it just switched over to green, and now we're shooting green, which is kind of misbehaving as well. See if I can tweak it in a little bit. Yeah, sometimes you just got to deal with the atmosphere as it is. Okay, where am I here with everyone? Yes. Yeah, Renee, that C8 is gonna do great. I've seen some amazing work with an 8-inch SCT. I think you'll be fine with that telescope. You know, just I would definitely, if you're gonna shoot, I think you've got a mono camera, if I remember right. Didn't you get to MM or did you get to MC? I don't remember. But if you got a mono camera and you're gonna be switching between colors, you know, try and get the histogram for all of them pretty close, red and green, and then blue can be a little dimmer. You can have blue be like, I don't know, 10 or 20% below. But then the thing is, you're going to color balance in post anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. But yeah, good luck with that. I think you'll do fine. I'll let Alex and David A, like, you know, do their thing, argue in the comments. This is funny. This is not like Jupiter where we have to be fast with rotation. You don't have to worry about it as much, no. Rotation of Mars is much slower. It's a lot closer to the rotation of Earth, so it actually takes kind of forever for things to go. But I still derotate everything because there are changes. You know, you can even see it if you go through, like, well, I could make an animation of, say, the 15 IR exposures that I did, or acquisitions that I did, and you'll see rotation. So check blue. I mean, you can see, I'm pretty sure over here, I'm pretty sure this is like cloud bank stuff. There might be clouds up here. I don't know. There might be clouds. They're easier to see on the edges because they're, you know, it's like the atmosphere. You can see more of it, which is cool. And then that polar ice cap really pops in blue, but it's yeah, this could be interesting data to play with. It's not very stable now in blue, that's for sure. We'll see what happens. Every once in a while we get some little stability stuff. But yeah, so I'm shooting about 120 frames per second or so at 8 millisecond exposure time. And the camera's got a gain of 330 right now for blue. So I don't want to 300, anything over 300 gain is actually, it's pretty high. I don't like going that high. Usually I prefer to be below 300. So if I were to try and get more FPS, it's not going to happen. Not with this. So I'd have to actually crank the gain up quite a bit, and then there'd be too many artifacts, and it would be bad. So let's see, where are we now with this? I answered Renee's question about that. I shoot 90 seconds per color, Renee. You could probably get away with 2 minutes per color. Just be careful. So, but I would, to be honest, if you're not going to derotate, stick with like 90 seconds, maybe 60 seconds per. Let's see, where are we? Sylvia, hello, how are you? Astro Addict, what's up? Hello, everyone. Alex, can you have this data in methane? No, you cannot have the red data or the blue data or the green data or the infrared, the near infrared data in methane. You can have, we could take a look at it in methane after I'm done shooting RGB just for fun, but the only data you could ever really have in methane is the stuff that I've already posted right now or the stuff that I will post, but not this particular stuff. So we'll see. Let's see, where else? You guys are really... Okay, cool, Renee, you've got the MM. Yeah, so I would say, just to be safe, 90 seconds per filter, maybe 60 since you've got a manual filter change, just to be safe, unless you want to derotate. If you're going to derotate, then doesn't matter. Like, you have a lot more leeway with time. So I'm going to make sure this is better. Okay, where are we? Image of someone was on Mars. Imagine. Okay. No. Yeah. Nice typo, Alex. Yeah, I'm making fun of you because you make fun of me. Imagine if someone was on Mars imaging Earth at this same moment. Wow. Well, is one of the robots maybe doing that? Like, not imaging Earth, but like, taking a photo out there and like, oh, hey. So maybe there is. And it's not a someone, but a something, the robot, one of the robots. Yeah, derotating helps a lot. Dust clouds, no. I don't think there's much dust going on right now from what I remember. It seems to be pretty clear on Mars at the moment. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. James just said what I said. That could happen if they got the rover to do it. Exactly. Hello, Bill, AP channel. Cool. I'm actually in the process of shooting RGB right now. So yeah, I'll be switching. You'll see it automatically switch between red, green, and blue. Earlier we were shooting infrared, which was looking pretty good. And yeah, so that's what I'm shooting now. Yeah, there's actual clouds on Mars. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Ice clouds, man. It's cold. It's ice. At least that's what I've learned. I'm not like a scientist or anything, but that's what I've learned from people who know better than me. Yeah. Let's see, where am I here? Corey, what is the coffee brand I'm drinking? I'd tell you, but it wasn't free. It wasn't sponsored coffee. That's it's just good coffee. The coffee that I usually drink though is it's roasted by a company called Bean There, which I really like them. As far as I know, they try and do a really good job with like fair trade coffee, and then I can tip their coffee farmers directly, which I find very nice because I know a lot of the coffee farmers really get screwed. So if anybody out there is able to do that, don't complain about the price of your coffee, because somebody's getting screwed. Two, if you can, do the fair trade thing, and like, if you can find a coffee company that will allow you to like tip the farmers that they get their coffee from, then that's pretty awesome. So that's one of the reasons I like them. What was I was gonna look at the thing, not that one. I want to see if I can pull up my telescope camera, because I don't know why that thing died. It's kind of annoying that it just died like that. I wonder why. Huh. It's never died before. But, oh well. Okay, where am I now? It is not fresh ground. It's actually my offcuts because it was quick. It was a quick one, and I did make a French press this time, Alex. Thank you. Thank you for talking about my coffee. It is in my Salt South African large telescope cup. One of my favorite cups. It's a big telescope. It is the largest telescope in the Southern Hemisphere. Optical telescope in the Southern Hemisphere. So pretty cool stuff. Where are we? You're going to the roof, your scope. Awesome. Okay, cool. So that's Davide's in Italy. So shooting from Italy, very cool on the roof. Where am I now? Sylvia just watched semifinal tennis match, huh? Okay, yeah. I haven't watched tennis in years. Tennis is fun though, I guess. Let's see. Where else am I in the comments? I'm just like reading through the comments now like a dope. Yeah. Let's see. Looking at. Yep. You can actually see in the image that I posted on this. Even in my stuff, you can see the clouds. It's pretty cool. Renee, yeah. So I don't know that blue halo. I don't know if it's clouds, or if it's just this vibrating seeing because there's such a sharp edge around Mars. You kind of get a lot of that same halo effect in images of Venus that I've seen if the seeing isn't perfect. So if you get perfect seeing and the image isn't jumping around, I'll probably get it on this one. I'll probably get that halo effect because it's just the fact that the thing is jumping around so much that no matter how few you stack, like you're gonna get this like slight blur on that edge, and so you just kind of have to deal with that. Yeah, that's the only problem with that. Alex, you're still waiting to release. Oh, from the salt. Yeah, so I know Alex was super lucky to go do some time-lapse photography for the SAAO and at Salt, and it's pretty cool stuff. Yeah. But yeah, blue is a beast. So that's very nicely put. Arts Mythica. Blue suffers more dispersion in the atmosphere. It does. The sky is blue, and that's kind of like, why it's blue. Not why it's blue, but it's the same kind of effect. The way I like to say it for blue is that blue is a friggin' beast, and it's just never nice. So that's probably why you see that halo so much. around that, and not evenly distributed through the other colors. So yeah, blue is always just harder to deal with. But yeah, you know, this is not bad. We can see the pole cap. We can see this. I bet this is going to actually turn into pretty decent data. So, Sylvia, why is it so bright? So what's happening right now is opposition is happening. So what opposition means is, I don't have props. Oh well. Oh wait, I've got this thing, and I've got this thing. Okay, pretend my head is the Earth, and let's see, I'll put my head in the middle. So my head is Earth, this is the sun, and this is Mars, okay? So there, and this is Mars. So basically when the sun and Mars are directly opposite each other with the Earth in between, the light that comes from the sun and bounces off Mars is gonna get to Earth in a very direct path. So it's gonna like go sun, Mars, and then back into Earth, and we're gonna see that light directly reflected instead of at an angle. So you know, it's like someone shining a flashlight at you. If they shine it directly at your face, it's gonna be bright. But if they shine it kind of just off, you know, a little bit past your head, it's going to be less bright, but you'll still see it. It'll just be much less bright. So there's like this point when it's like right at you, and then it goes back. So we're hitting that point now. On the 13th of October, actually, is when opposition is. And that's when Mars won't have any phase. It'll just be perfectly, well, not perfectly round, but it'll be as round as it's going to be, and all of that. So it's literally Mars is opposite the sun relative to Earth. So that's why it's so bright right now. And that's part of with opposition. Arithmetica, yeah, Earth is closest to Mars. It's just, yeah, that's also true. That's kind of part of opposition, because you've got the sun, you've got Earth, and then you've got Mars. So it's just the closest it's going to be during the orbit, and all of that. So that's basically my non-science description. I'm definitely not at all flipping Bill Nye here. I can't, like, you know, explain it that well. But wow, I mean, this is looking pretty good. Red looks so much nicer, but it's also going to have a little bit of like that halo effect. It's just, you get that bouncy atmosphere stuff, and it just happens. So you kind of just have to, some people will mask it off and actually erase that halo stuff in post. Some people won't. I tend not to, maybe a little bit, but because what we care about more with the imaging is the interior stuff on the edges. As soon as you get to the edges of the planets, and that's where derotation can also help, is when you get to the edges, you lose a lot of detail, just because it's you know, it's less direct. So if you're actually trying to image something, if you specifically want to say, like, if you want to shoot the GRS on Jupiter, if you want to get a good shot of the GRS, what you'll do is you'll actually wait until the great red spot is centered in the orbit of Jupiter, relative to Earth, relative to your telescope, and that's when you'll shoot the GRS, because it's right there, right in the middle, where that light is directly reflected back to you, not, you know, round and coming out at an angle. So yes. Alex, Nia. Yeah, Nia. Not going to explain that in Afrikaans, because one, I don't know enough Afrikaans to explain that. Two, yeah, Nia. That's about all I'm going to say. I need to recenter this, so give me a second. Okay, literally like 1 second. Yeah, that's all it took. Okay, cool. I don't know if I like green quite a bit. I enjoy green. I'm gonna refocus just a little bit. Probably make it worse. Well, a little bit better. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I actually refocus a lot during the whole thing, because things change. Temperatures change, the atmosphere changes. Literally, the density of the air above the friggin' between the telescope and the planet, you know, or the telescope and space, changes. So you have to kind of watch. You have to watch what you're imaging. You can't just walk away. You definitely have to. Recent because of drift. What? Yeah, no, not because of drift. Maybe because of drift. I don't know. Maybe it's slipping. But there's also other things like just literally temperature and that kind of thing. Yeah, it's pretty high. I don't remember. Somebody look it up for me. I'm gonna look at my handy dandy sky guide here. Yeah, Mars is way bigger than it was current. Yeah, right there. Okay, cool. That's that. I can tell you where it is right now. Altitude is 55 degrees. Altitude. In about in about an hour ish. In about an hour or so. No, about now. In about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, it will be at its peak altitude, which I don't know what that's going to be. If it's going to be about 60 degrees or what it's going to be, but yeah, Mars. I wonder if I can switch to the all sky camera without. Hang on a second. I gotta recenter this because it's gonna get back to red now. Again. Okay, cool. There's red. I want to give that a little tweak on the focus. Yep, needed a tweak. Sweet. Much better. Okay, this is the all sky camera. There it is. Okay, cool. So there's the all sky camera. Up there, that bright thing in the top is Mars. The brightest thing that you see in the sky is Mars right now. Jupiter has almost set, at least as far as my sky, what I can see. Yeah, so it's just stars. Stars in the sky. The Milky Way is pretty much gone. But that's Mars there in the upper the upper middle of the all sky camera. So that is that. Let me go back to this. So yeah, it's actually looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Where am I? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's true, Alex. Orion is coming back. We should be being able to. Are you going to shoot a bunch of Orion? So if you're going to start shooting again, Orion is back with a vengeance. Now it's almost time to start shooting that. You can get up really early and start, but you won't get much time. So give it another month, 2 months, and you'll be able to make Orion as your early morning shoot. Tweaking the focus on green just a little bit. I don't know if it's going to help or if it's going to make it worse. It seems to help a little bit. See how that goes. But it's pretty jumpy right now. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder if I should touch this focuser at all or just let the atmosphere do its thing. It's a game we play with the atmosphere. Yeah. You guys can tell Alex talks a lot. This isn't just in the comments. This is actually in real life. I'm I'm very privileged to know Alex in real life, and yeah, this is basically you, Alex. Keep going. Yeah, do it. do it, Renee. Shoot Orion. I'm excited. This Mars is going to be cool. So we're currently in the middle of green. We're just finishing up green. Run 5 of 10. So we've got, hold on, let the thing switch. It's going to switch to blue. Okay, so now we're on blue. But yeah, we've got 10 total. And this is how many we've done of RGB, and we've got this many left. So quite a few. And I'm just shooting this many because I'm hoping to get lucky that some of them are nice. That's a lot to shoot of RGB, but what else am I going to shoot? I mean, I already shot infrared. I don't need to shoot more infrared. And yeah, I basically decided I can shoot this and just kind of stop whenever I feel like it. So yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, cool. So at midnight, well, when it peaks on the 13th, it will be as high as it's going to be at that point, and that's when opposition is going to be. So yeah, moon will come up in a little while, and then we'll get yeah, I'll have to do a moon live stream again sometime soon. So sorry, I'm focusing here on some other things. Red is so cool. I love how the difference in, you know, what's going on the surface really shows up in red. Or blue and green, it's just like this big, it's like a peach with a little thing on it. Neptune. Where is Neptune right now? Could do it. Oops. Where's Neptune? I'm looking at my thing right now. Yeah, I'll share my Mars stuff. Definitely watching Mars. Everybody's watching Mars right now. I do put my Mars stuff out there when I process it. I just don't have that much Mars data, but I will submit it. I had submitted the one that I did the other day. It was submitted. So definitely, Renee, I will share that data for the research. And I'm going to share literally this raw data. I'm just going to start doing that quite often because there's really no reason not to. Like, I love sharing. So let's do that. Where the heck is Neptune? Why do you want to see? There it is. It's not that far away from Mars. Okay. Interesting. I wonder how hard it would be to see Neptune. Oh man. I'm looking at the brightness of it. 7. Wow. Neptune is dim. I feel like it's something we should really try. You know? I don't know about tonight, but we should try it. Live streaming Neptune. Interesting. Alex, you're always just throwing it out there. That'd be cool. I like the idea of live streaming Neptune. I'm thinking about it. Just because it's like going to be a fuzzy blob. It's going to be horrible. Like, it'll be super boring. You know? I mean, it's not going to be cool like this. It's going to be like a little tiny blob, like super small. And it's just going to be super blurry. And it won't be that exciting. But it's going to be Neptune, which is like, you know, the farthest, quote, planet. You know, I say quote because I still think Pluto's kind of planety. But anyway, I understand that it's not. But still, like, it's how I grew up. It's hard to let go. Poor Pluto. Yeah. Kevin, you know where the hell I've been, Kevin. I've been right here. I've been busy, all right? I've been real busy. Where have you been? You've been a stranger. I haven't gotten any messages from you on Twitter or anything. You know? Sometimes I like to just disappear for a little while and then come back and then like surprise everybody with something like a Mars live stream or whatever. I think we see some ice clouds in the blue. It's pretty cool if you look around here. You see those lighter areas? See that? Maybe a little bit over here as well. See those? I think those might be clouds in real-ish time. I forgot what the time, how long light takes to get to Mars. Somebody help me out. What's the speed of light, what's the light distance to Mars? Is it like, it's not that far. Well, it is, but it's not. I forgot. I don't even remember. I don't know. Look it up. Google it. Yeah, you've said that twice. Yeah, definitely. You try not to. How is your so Kevin, I saw, liked to he built an all sky camera similar to mine, but he did it with a Raspberry Pi, and it was pretty cool. And how's that going, Kevin? Do you have any like images? You should tweet them, or maybe you just shared the hashtag, and that's what I need to look for, which is also cool. Oh, not gonna lie, I'm a little tired. Let's see, where is? Oh my goodness! The coolest thing about having a live all sky camera is that you basically, I mean, you know, you've got a live planetarium in front of you, which is pretty cool. So I can see like, all right, well, when Mars kind of crosses that the middle of that, from if you draw like a vertical line right down the center of my all sky camera view, when it crosses that line, that's when I need to start worrying about the telescope. And 3.5 light minutes. Yes, thank you very much. So I thought it was, yeah, like 3 to 4 minutes or 4 minutes or something. So that's cool. 3.5 light minutes. So basically what we're seeing on Mars here is 3.5 minutes ago. So not quite real time, but it's about as good as, you know, we can get, because we're, you know, on Earth and stuff, and we're 3.5 light minutes away. Can't do much else. Yeah, so Arts Medica says 3.5 light minutes. I suppose the 8 minute that you were Sorry, I kind of ramble sometimes. You're gonna have to deal with it. The closest possible approach, I just Googled it. The closest possible approach for light, for basically light, is just over 3 minutes, 3.03 minutes, 182 seconds for the closest possible approach with the orbits between Earth and Mars. The people on motorcycles are having fun tonight, being annoying. Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard that, but that's what that was. Yeah, so that obviously changes with orbits, you know, the distances and stuff. Where are we? I don't know where the astronomer is. Where are you, Kevin? Oh, Kevin, talking about your all sky camera. The hashtag. Okay, cool. Yeah, go check his hashtag. Oh, cool. You're doing some time lapse in Star Trail. That's cool. Yep, I can do that with mine. Actually, it's fun to do that with the all sky camera, where you take all the exposures for the night and you throw it together into a time lapse, and that's pretty fun. Let's see what else. Nice. See, I just rebuilt my enclosure for the all sky camera. It's still just made with garbage and, you know, trash plastic, but it's awesome because I didn't want to spend any money and just make it with stuff that I had laying around the house. So yeah, that's cool. Yeah, the seeing's kind of in and out. It's not that great now. But this is blue, so blue's always bad, James, definitely. Yeah. You're that annoying guy on the motorcycle. Haha. Yeah. Listen, I used to have a motorcycle long ago. However, it was a quiet motorcycle. I was the annoying guy in the motorcycle group that was like, you know, why do you guys need your motorcycles to be so loud? Why can't you just make, you know, drive them around and stuff? I never liked that. That's just an opinion, though. If you like it, that's fine. Just don't annoy me at night. Okay? That's perfect, Kevin. You crammed it in a PVC tube. I love it. You just like take crap and, you know, build it and turn it into something. Yeah, let's see what happens with this atmosphere. It's not playing that nice now. Man, it was so much better earlier too. I think I got tired of moaning on the live streams about how bad the seeing conditions were. Yeah, that's about as good as we're gonna get. I just tried to adjust the focus a little bit, and it's not gonna do much more. So we just started the eighth RGB image of 10. So that means we have 9 times 90 seconds to shoot. So yeah, that's what we're gonna shoot of this. Oh, Alex, seeing was good earlier. You know what else makes seeing bad? From what I've learned and what I've noticed is that local conditions make a huge difference. The fact that I'm in a big city with lots of concrete and heat, if we have sun on that concrete, there's a lot of heat coming out from that. Okay, Bill. James, you're talking about your loud motorcycle. I'll still hear it from Oz. Maybe it's possible. That's funny. Bill, what mount am I using? The tracking looks good, you ask. Well, it's actually a pretty old mount. It's a CGEM, a Celestron CGEM DX. It's really big. It's in bad need of a tune-up, kind of like this seeing conditions. In bad need of a tune-up at the moment. Wow. Let's see if I can tighten this up. Not great. If you look at those red dots, the reason that seeing is looking good is because I'm actually keeping it in the center, but those red dots around the outside of Mars, those are the actual position. The software is keeping Mars centered for me. So there's not much I can do with that other than just do my best here to try and keep this focused. And you see that bounce around so much, it just doesn't want to stay nice and stable. You know, I can handle bad seeing, but if the seeing is consistent, then it's even better. So like if it's not that crisp, but if I can find a decent focus point. That's so cool that we can see the clouds in real time. I mean, look at that bright patch here. I mean, that's, you know, 3 minutes ago, that's what the weather on Mars was like there. That's flippin' cool. Yeah, definitely. Alex suggests that I change to a belt-driven mount. I would love that, but money, you know, cost and stuff ain't gonna happen. Yeah, that's not on the cards. Let's see. Where am I? What's this? Held for review. What? Comment held for you. Apparently the clouds and a thumbs up is bad. Oh, that's true. Somebody send me a belt-driven mount, and I'll be happy to use it. And I'll even give you. Listen, this is gonna cost. This is massive. I'll give you a shout out. Okay, massive. This can happen. Yeesh, look at that. It's getting a little wobbly out there. What happened to my seeing? All I want is something stable, and it just won't play nice. I just can't find a good focus here. That's about as good as we're gonna get. Imagine what Neptune would look like. Ooh, rough stuff. Yeah, we could pop over there and see, I suppose. I wonder if it'd even find it. Let me pop over to that all sky camera. See what it looks like. Probably. Yeah, so basically when Mars goes across that middle, then I'm gonna have to just pay attention to the telescope. I can actually go fix that. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, maybe I will. switch over to the next color. I am curious what the heck's going on with that scope cam because it looks cool. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go check. You guys watch this, make sure nothing goes wrong. I'll be right back. Yeah, hang on a sec. Okay, cool. No, I'm not gonna meridian flip yet. Meridian flip will happen later. But if you look at that all sky camera, watch that all sky camera in the lower right, and you'll see a haze, like a slight haze, kind of popping through every 9 seconds when that image shifts. You'll actually see. It looks like it's coming from the west to east, which makes sense. From the right to the left, you'll see this slight shift, and that's just a haze, and that's what's going to cause this bad seeing to happen. So I'm gonna actually go out and see what the heck's going on with my scope cam, and you guys can hang out and watch Mars do its thing for a couple of minutes without me. So don't miss me too much. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Yes. Okay, cool. This is our last RGB run, and then I don't know what we'll do after this. Maybe some more infrared, or maybe I'll end the stream. Who knows? How long has it been? It's been a while. Oh, no, it's working. Cool. Let's do this. Cool. And then slash video. There it is. Very nice. Okay, so that should be working. Where's the... I think we'll get the telescope back now, which I'm stoked about. There it is. Yeah, we're back. This is what I wanted to show. There's the telescope outside. So the thing, hold on, I gotta let the dog in. Okay, so the thing hanging off the back is the camera. And then it's a 12-inch Ritchie Chrétien telescope, which is, funnily enough, it's the same kind of design as Hubble. It's just obviously not in space. And so it's got a 12-inch mirror on the back, and it's currently aimed at Mars. So that's what I'm shooting through right now. So we've got that view, which is cool. Sweet, Alex. Thanks for joining. Looks like we've only got blue left. This is our last RGB exposure. This is blue now. Let's see what happens. Nice. You're gonna go, yeah. Okay, so let's talk about the imaging train, huh? Why not? Okay, so on the back, we've got down at the bottom, just barely there at the bottom. I wonder if, oh, I bet I can do this. Let's talk about the imaging train like this. Oops. Okay, so we'll do this. So there, on the back of the telescope, you will see the camera is the little round thing, and then there's a filter wheel after that, and then I've got a PowerMate 2.5x PowerMate, and then that goes into the focuser of the telescope. And then there's a robotic focuser from Prima Luce Lab on there. And yeah, that goes into the telescope, which then collects photons. So that's basically what you're looking at, what we're looking through. Let me resize this and make this the right size on the screen now, because it's got to look nice, right? This is the internet, so it has to look nice, otherwise everyone will judge me. Yeah, and the seeing looks like this last RGB might be pretty nice. I feel like we should do more, but no, we're done now. So that was cool. That was nice. That was fun. Let's go back to red, and then I'm gonna close up this little part of the shop. My coffee's gone. Okay, so there's our red. I mean, seeing is stabilized quite a bit. It's looking pretty good. I kind of want to shoot some more. I don't know what to do now. I suppose I'll just shoot more. With 40 gigs left on the hard drive. Should we do more? Let's do some more just for fun. Nah, we've shot a lot. Where are we? Oh yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, tell me where you're from. I do like to know, where people are watching from. It's always cool to understand and realize, where people are from, who are watching. It's always cool. We got what? Texas, Cape Town. I knew that one. Seattle. I knew that one. London. Figured that one out. Cincinnati, south of France. I think I knew that one. Sylvia. Indiana. Cool. Let's see. Alex, I know about you. Excellent. Barcelona. Cool. Very cool. All over the place. I love it. What should we look? Oh, we did have a request. Somebody wanted to see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna shoot a little bit more because seeing seems to have stabilized a little bit. So I'm gonna actually move it back to red. And then I'm gonna shoot a little bit more. We're really approaching that zenith. Oh, but you can see some crap in the atmosphere. Check this garbage. See that? See those streaks? We're actually shooting through clouds. That's not gonna be nice. Why is it stable with the clouds? It's one of those things. Vancouver Island, awesome. I love Vancouver Island, not gonna lie. From LA, excellent. Sydney, Australia, yeah, I knew you were with your Ducati in Sydney. Yeah, cool. But yeah, you can see these clouds coming through. This is gonna be a pain on that all sky camera. So that's definitely not going to be great. So I'm going to switch it back to. It's funny because even with these clouds, it's relatively stable. So we're going to shoot a few more RGBs in hopes that it turns out okay. And, then you folks will have some nice data to work with, maybe, who knows. No, so I'm asked by Bill, am I in dark sky territory? No, not at all. Not at all. No. I'm in Johannesburg, South Africa, which is the brightest city on the continent. That's why I'm shooting planets, because you don't need dark skies to shoot planets. You just need, no clouds, basically. So. So yeah, I'm close to dark sky territory though, Bill. I can drive, I don't know, maybe 2 hours outside of Joburg and see pretty nice skies. If I drive 3 to 4 hours outside of Joburg, maybe 3 hours, I can really get like pristine, really nice dark skies. So that's good at least. 4 hours isn't too bad to drive. See, here's the seeing starts to get bad with this green. Let's see if I can fix that with a little bit of focus, because red looked a little better. Let's see if green starts to look a little better. Nah, not really. I love being able to see that polar ice cap though. It's so cool. So we'll just kind of hope for the best with that one. Although it might turn out okay. I'm just stoked we got the scope cam back. It might disappear again. I don't know. I think it's because it's popping between Wi-Fi networks. Maybe that's it. Hmm. Okay, so everybody talked about where they were from. Now here's the test. If you don't know, you can Google it. That's fine. I don't mind. It's not like a test that you this is a full open note test. You know, it's an open book test. We can spread the knowledge and be like, okay, it's one good thing to know if you're gonna do any sort of planetary imaging or any serious imaging at all, to know your time zone, rather to know your offset of UTC, so that you know how far away you are from universal time, from where you are. So yeah. Where are you? I'm UTC +2. So what's your UTC offset? +2. Excellent. Another +2. It's always good to know. I love being able to see clouds in real time on Mars in blue. Over here on the right, like you see this little bump of clouds. So awesome. I don't know. It's just awesome to see clouds and surface detail at the same time on another planet. Blows my mind. -8, -7. Very cool. Thank you. Thank you. Good to know. UTC -7 and -8. We've got +2, the same as me. -5. We're all over the place now. Excellent. I want to see a bigger plus, though, although it'd be late. We'd have to have some crazy people. It's past midnight now. I'm going to have to start. You can see on the scope. It's actually doing fine. I've got plenty of time left. Geez, I could shoot way past meridian. I don't have to do a meridian flip at all. Oh, I should show you the dog. Come here. Hey, come. Hey, come here. No? Yeah, you want to go to bed. Oh, Vega wants to go to sleep. Vega the dog. Okay, so where are we? We just finished our last blue. We're gonna start another round of RGB. We're gonna do it. We're gonna keep shooting this because it seems to have stabilized quite a bit, and I like that. -10, -7. Sweet. I'll be right back. There we go. I had to get a dog bed for the dog. Okay. After this, I do want to see what methane looks like. +11. There we go. There's a big plus. That's what I was looking for. In Australia, +11. Fabulous. I can make it bigger. Yeah. So we got a request to make Mars bigger. Let me finish this first, and then we can just kind of look at it, because then I'll just stop imaging for a bit. So let's finish this red, and then green, and then blue, and then I'll make it bigger. But yeah, it's not going to be that much more higher resolution, but I can do it. So let's do this. See, that's what happens. And then when we switch filters, it's going to get a little wonky. So maybe is that better? I hope that helps a little bit. Try and really get that focus in. It's still jumping around quite a bit. Those clouds coming through. You'll probably shut down soon enough. So when this switches to blue, this is gonna jump around the screen, but I'll put it back up there when it's on blue. Yeah, I should have had, oh, or I can make this better. Yeah. Let's see what happens when it switches to blue. Yeah, so this is what I was worried about. But what I can do is hold the phone. I'll do this. There we go. So there's blue. There's your blue. So there's those clouds. You can see those clouds. Nice. Thanks for the suggestion, Jeff. Let's see if I can get any better on the focus. I thought I was pretty close before, and it seems I was. Yeah. This is just atmospheric, not focus. So that's the thing, is you kind of dodge around between atmospheric versus focus versus all kinds of things. So, oops. Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Way too much light out there. Way too many street lights. It's sad. And then this is red. Sorry, I've got to kind of like put this manually. There we go. Every 90 seconds or so. It doesn't automatically center for me. Try and get this focus. I think I might move over to infrared again. Ooh. There we go. That's a little better focus wise on red. Kind of. Or maybe not. Yeah. It's a rough night for seeing, but it's okay. Yeah, definitely got some issues with the atmosphere. I see it popping in and out. Not great, but it's okay. It's not horrible either. I'm actually going to stop this after red is done. So it's going to switch over to blue, and I'm going to cancel it, and it's going to switch back to red, and then we can just look. So this is that red, and yeah, we've lost Lost quite a bit. I'm going to switch over to infrared and look at that. But first, no, I'll leave that. So yeah, let's look at the sky. Seems like that high cloud stuff has kind of gone, the stuff that we could see, but still got quite a bit of turbulence in the air. Hey, that's me. Yeah. I'm going to switch over to infrared and see if we can get a better view. Often can. So this is infrared. Usually infrared, the near infrared stuff is a little bit better, but you can tell it's coming in a little more. Try and get that focus dialed. This is definitely atmospheric issues though. It's kind of all over the place. I'm adjusting focus right now, and this is about as good as we can get. So it definitely got some atmosphere happening. It was better earlier. Yeah. It's about as good as I'm gonna get. So yeah, that's infrared. I don't think I'm gonna shoot though. I think I've shot plenty, and it was better earlier anyway. So if I shoot now, it'll just be, throwing good data after bad. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to just call it quits for the night. Don't really have much else to shoot. And seeing is starting to get bad. That way I'll be able to do this again when the seeing conditions are a little bit better. So I'll be back. I'm not going to disappear again. This was cool. Nice to be sharing the views again. So I will get this stuff pre-processed and stacked and get it up on the website. I will share the link. So look here, it'll be, let's see, here's the link. The data stacks will be on that website tomorrow. So I'm going to pre-process and stack all the images, put them on the website, and you'll be able to download them and do all kinds of cool stuff with them. So the stuff that's on there now is from the most recent stuff is from the 7th. I haven't even processed it yet. And so this will be from the 9th, so 2 days later. So yeah, there you go. Enjoy. Thanks everybody. Watch Twitter. That's where I'm the most active. Watch Twitter, and I will let everybody know on there when I'm going to be broadcasting next. Might be nightly, who knows, until opposition, and we'll kind of see how it goes. So enjoy, have a good night or day or morning or afternoon or whatever it is for you, and I'll see you guys next time. So cheers everybody, enjoy. Oh, newcomers. Yes, enjoy. Have fun. Goodbye, everybody.